Hi, I am Naman Sharma, and I have created a SaaS application using containerization and NextCloud for Office suite. So let me show you that wonderful application that is running live. So let me just write here namancomtech.com, and here's the SaaS application that I have deployed successfully on my domain named as namancomtech.com. So this is the basic login interface. Now we have to log in using admin username and a simple password with capital A. So I will log in. It is logging in. It will take some time, and it is based upon my laptop's configuration because the server is inside my laptop only. So this is the interface, and here when I click, I will go to files option. So this is like a Google Google Drive or Google Docs, but more private and more personalized. So if anyone just click on new, so he can create new document, new presentation, new spreadsheet. So let me just show you by create one document. So I will name it like demo, and I will create it. I will go for the blank one. So it is loading. So that is my blank file. It is like Word file. So you can do anything here. You can write welcome, and you can write thanks, and just do anything with that like you do with any other Microsoft or Google applications. And it will save automatically, by the way, or you can just click it here. It will save. And here is a share option also. You can also share your work, or you can share this complete file just by clicking this button. Link is copied, and when anyone will get this link and enter, then he can simply download the file. As simple as that. So look how wonderful is that. So this all is only possible because of my database and my network configuration that I have done. I've installed this NextCloud, and for the Office integration, I have used NextOffice as mentioned, Office suite as mentioned in my abstract that I have submitted. So here you can also use it like a Google Drive, like I mentioned before. So you can just click new, and you can upload file like we generally do in our Google files. Then we can just click here, just click open. We will click existing or new version. So I will go for the new version, and I will get the new, recently edited file. So this was my demo of my project. Here you can go and see your administrative settings, your admin profile. So it is fully functional SaaS application that I have developed, and it is hosted on my live server. So this is my system architecture of my project. So basically, when anyone on the internet or my any professor just type my URL www.namancontact.com, this domain, then he will visit my website like this way. So first of all, by Cloudflare Edge certificate or by HTTPS security, he will travel through my Cloudflare secure tunnel. So basically, in simple terms, I can say that my URL is HTTPS secured, and by HTTPS security, the the user or my any professor will come to my Cloudflare secure tunnel. Then by this tunnel, he will enter into my system, but not directly into my laptop. He will interact to my VirtualBox virtual machine that I just showed you, like this one. Just a second, this one. This is my VirtualBox Oracle VM VirtualBox. So this is my machine SaaS server. So he will directly interact or go inside this server, not inside my whole laptop. Like anyone, if search www.namancontact.com, he will go inside my this machine. This is running. It is actually a machine, Rocky OS machine, that is running inside a VirtualBox inside my Windows operating system. So it is a computer inside my computer. It is acting like that. So when he reached to my Rocky Linux, then inside that Rocky Linux, using port 80, he will travel to the Apache HTTPD server. It is basically a reverse proxy server that I have been set it up. The work of this proxy server is very simple. Like it will redirect a user. Like if my website, let me show you. Like if somebody is in this page, and he will open the files, and he will select a new option, and after new option, he will upload any file. So if anyone upload any file and want to use the NextCloud feature of my SaaS application, the uploading feature basically, so at that moment this thing or this path the traffic have to follow. So the HTTPD Apache HTTPD server, it is a reverse proxy server that I have set it up. Basically there are some tools like Nginx also that we can use, but I have created my own reverse proxy for better security and understanding. So this is running on NextCloud service is running on port 8080. So it will enter here, and it is all managed by this server, this reverse proxy server. And then the other thing is this one, the browser or the port 9980. It is running on the port 9980. It is Collabora Office service. Now this service I have already shown you. It is like if anyone just create any document, presentation or spreadsheet, then if anyone do that task in my SaaS application, then he will go inside the Collabora Office, which is running on 9980 port number. And these both ports are only accessible inside my virtual machine till this, not outside anyone. So it is highly secured architecture that I have followed. So basically I have laptop, and inside my laptop there is VirtualBox, and it is running my server, Rocky Linux server, and inside that I have a reverse proxy, and inside that I have two services running in Docker. Like I have this NextCloud in one Docker, and like this Collabora Office service running on port 9908 on another Docker. So I have used Docker in this for isolation and for highly security. And in backend here is MariaDB. It is running on 3306 port number. So anything that a file you will create or any file you open, so it will saved in the backend in MariaDB database. So basically the critical resource allocation strategy that I have followed is very interesting. Like I will show you. Like my laptop has RAM of 8 GB. So I have assigned 2.5 GB RAM to my Rocky Linux 9 virtual machine so that it could not crash. And it will force my NextCloud and PHP to use low memory caching patterns. So basically for just smooth running of my operations, I choose this resource allocation strategy. So I used the 2 CPU, 30 GB. I have 465 GB SSD installed in my this laptop. So I have used 30 GB storage HDD here. And then I created virtual machine. Inside my virtual machine I created this SaaS server, and I selected the folder and hardware. I gave all the things like 30 GB and here Red Hat. Here's the interesting thing, like inside my virtual machine I have enabled the network adapter and attached to bridged adapter. Now let me tell you what is this meaning. So the bridged adapter means like my VMware, this my VirtualBox and my laptop both is considered like a separate computers. So basically there are two options here, a NAT option, NAT, and bridged adapter option. So if I select NAT option, so it will be like my IP address of my this VirtualBox, IP address of my VirtualBox will be hidden inside my laptop's IP address. So I don't use that method. I selected bridged adapter. Bridged adapter do what? It creates a separate identity. It gives a separate identity to my this virtual machine. So my kernel is thinking like I have physically two machines in my network, like computer A and computer 2, but in reality I have one virtual machine inside my single machine only. So that is a thing I have used bridge adapter. Then I have attached this minimal ISO file of Rocky 9.8, and then I do installation. I have took a screenshot of each and every step I have followed till now, and now I have done the Ethernet connectivity, and here I write the host name like office.comtech.com host name. It is host name for my Ethernet or my machine, like my VirtualBox machine only. The setup is for Rocky Linux. It is inside my VirtualBox, so it is another operating system named as Rocky Linux. So I've done all the things. I will show you a glimpse of all the things, like all that setup I have done. Disk hard disk association, and then I got this. I got into the SaaS server, and my SaaS server was successfully logged in by Comtech login, and password is hidden because of security, as you know. And then I opened PowerShell. PowerShell is Windows tool, and by this I write this command and I am accessing this server using this PowerShell tool. This PowerShell. So basically this PowerShell is connected to this machine. Then I am running this. I am not running this by my own, because if I run this, so it is a little bit slower because I give this very lesser level of CPUs and lesser storage, lesser RAM than my main computer. So I am using my main computer as my main device of accessing and using it like in this way. So then I will show you. I update all my system, Rocky Linux system, my virtual machine, or you can say I've done each and every single step. I installed Docker Compose file, and I have created that Docker file. Basically, Docker is like container in which both of my services, my NextCloud services, this is NextCloud service, and my Office service, both are running here. Both are running inside Docker, 2 separate Dockers I have created, and like I have shown you in architecture only. So here all the things, and I used Cloudflare. This is Cloudflare website. I purchased a free plan from them, like a free plan. They provide me all these things. Then I actually namancomtech.com, my DNS was registered in Hostinger, so I transferred this name servers, like I changed the name server from Hostinger to the Cloudflare's name server. So the controlling power of my domain moves towards the Cloudflare instead of Hostinger. Then inside Cloudflare I used Cloudflare Zero Trust Tunnel facility, like it is secure tunnel which I have used for connecting my laptop to rest of the world, to internet. So it is like that, and all these things I configured that I got my Cloudflare things. This is my DNS records in my Cloudflare website, and I have tunneled. Yeah, this is the connection I have stabled. All the commands are written here, and Docker, etc., etc. I have done lot of things here. Yeah, so basically OK is written. So Cloudflare tunnel successfully connected here till now. Now you can see how I run this. I run this just by written Cloudflare tunnel run SaaS office. I write this command, and this simple command connect my whole laptop virtual machine to my virtual machine connected to my laptop, and then my laptop is, and then it is exposed to all over the internet. So basically it is all through a tunneled, deeply highly secured thing provided by Cloudflare. So that's how my final SaaS application looks after hosting, and it is the interface as I already showed you. So that was my project, and thank you. I hope you like my project. Thank you and have a nice day.